What's going on, guys? Cody here. Seasons are changing up all my rigs. Right now I'm in the middle of changing up my 6-weight EPR, which was I was throwing little clousers and little mini poppers and stuff on it for bass and trout all summer, and now I'm changing it over to my indicator rig. And so instead of the 9-foot 6-weight EPR, I'm switching over to the 10-foot 6-weight Echo indicator. I like the same line, so I have the airflow indicator, and then I have these are actually the 7/8 weight Animus, so they're a little bit bigger, a little bit faster line pickup, and then I really like the drag on these. I've had these reels for just under a year. They've caught lots of steelhead, lots of bass, lots of trout. I really like them, super smooth. But why I'm using the 10-foot 6-weight indicator. You could use a regular 9-foot 6-weight for indicator fishing, and I like a 6-weight because it's still fun to catch trout on. But especially this 10-foot 6-weight, it handles steelhead and bigger trout just fine, especially from a boat. And so the reason why I like the 10-foot is because in a boat, it allows you to keep everything out away from the oars and away from the motor a little bit easier. If I was doing more walk and wade, and maybe even from a smaller boat, like from a drift boat or a raft, I think the 9-foot 6 might be a little bit better, especially if you're wading. 9-foot 6 weight is better. You still have that extra reach for roll casts, but the 10-foot is a little heavier. You get most of that extra 6 inches in the butt, where it's going to be a little bit heavier. And you keep the same soft tip, but it does add up throughout the day. It gets a little bit heavier, but I really like it in the boat. It allows me to keep everything away, and that little bit heavier butt, I like it for like we're targeting steelhead, catching trout, mostly targeting this time of year behind salmon. So it kind of allows that versatility to whatever you hook. You're going to be okay. They do offer this Echo indicator in a 7-weight in the 9.5, and that would probably be better too if you're wading. You can't chase as much. Being in a boat with the 6-weight, I can row down, or in a jet boat, I can motor back up. A fish goes back upstream, but that's what we're switching over to now, and that's just kind of my thought process and why I'm doing that. So just a little peek into my brain and why I'm doing what I'm doing. But